Listen. I'm not here to tell you why I think Tobias Harris is like that. I did that 5 months ago, bro, and a couple people agreed, alright? Instead, bro, I'm gonna investigate his time as a Los Angeles Clipper under Doc Rivers and speculate what's to come for the 28-year-old hooper this season.
If I'm catching up, talking sweet about
Tobias Harris.
I'm not playing no more.
It starts with understanding Tobias Harris's game. Simply put, he's a multi-positional 3-level scoring threat at 6'8". He shoots well and he attacks downhill really well too, but his half-court game is predicated upon a few things. Because he's more of an individual playmaker than he is a facilitator, he needs to get to comfortable spots in space. He's also very good at exploiting positional mismatches, something I call a mouse in the house. Tobias played 87 games in Los Angeles under Doc Rivers and produced some of the best basketball in his career. He shot almost 49% from the field on over 4,000 shots and set a career-high field goal percentage in 2018. A career-high 44% of his buckets were unassisted under Doc with the Clippers in 2017, and then in the following season, over half of his buckets were unassisted, which again marked a career high. He vastly improved his 3-ball in LA and got the 3-point percentage up to 43% under Doc Rivers. In 2017 and 18, his 3-point percentages were over 41%, which both marked career highs. He even shot over 55% from both corners combined under Doc Rivers. Under Brett Brown in Philadelphia, Tobias Harris was only 41% successful there and made less threes in Philadelphia than in LA, despite higher volume. This is largely due to role definition and knowing where his shots are coming from. But otherwise, there aren't many discrepancies from Harris's game in LA compared to his game in Philadelphia. He actually was more productive as a Sixer in a lot of aspects. In those 87 games under Doc, Tobias drove to the basket 804 times and produced 512 points there. Compared to 99 games with Philadelphia, Tobias drove to the basket 24 more times as a Sixer than he did as a Clipper and scored 15 more points off of drives in Philadelphia than he did with LA on essentially the same efficiency. So if we can't find a glaring difference in driving production between LA and Philly Tobias, it's got to be the post-ups where he exploits mismatches, right? Nope. Not at all. He posted up opponents 230 times in Philadelphia, which is 43 more times than he did in LA. Under Doc Rivers, Tobias attempted 110 shots from the post, which is 11 fewer shots there than under Brett Brown. So if it's not the drives or the attempts from the post, what is the difference between LA Tobias and Philly Tobias? Okay, you're still with me. Here's the part where you're gonna want to listen. And subscribe to me and follow me on Twitter, bro. Like, stop being petty. In those 87 games with the Clippers, 40% of Tobias' total points came as a pick-and-roll ball handler or off of screen. In Philadelphia, that percentage was cut in half, almost, to 21%. In 2017, the Clippers ranked 4th in the NBA for pick-and-roll possessions and frequency, and 2nd in pick-and-roll field goals attempted. The year after, LA still ranked 2nd in pick-and-roll field goals attempted, but jumped to 1st in the league for pick-and-roll possessions and frequency. In his time with the Sixers in 2018, they ranked 2nd to last in pick-and-roll possessions, frequency, and field goals attempted, and then in 2019, bottom 3 in all 3 categories. You could argue that DeAndre Jordan, Gortat, Montrezl Harrell are better screeners than Joel Embiid and Al Horford, but the frequency of screens is the staggering difference. If you'll notice, Tobias needs space to create, and these screeners give him the opportunity to get that space. He has these spots on the floor that he's very comfortable shooting at, and when he gets to the spot, he's almost automatic. Having the ability to come around a screen and hit the spot comfortably to get a shot off is much different than taking a guy to that spot off the dribble. And this is why, despite higher volume shooting in Philadelphia, Tobias made more pull-up mid-range field goals as a Clipper than he did as a Sixer. With Doc Rivers as a head coach, Tobias was used in a career-high amount of possessions with the screen in 2018. Although he played 12 more games as a Sixer than he did a Clipper, he had over 40 more possessions in the pick and roll in LA than he did in Philadelphia. And that's not to say Brett Brown didn't use him the right way. I actually think he got more creative with Tobias than Doc Rivers did. But he just didn't play to Tobias's strengths and try to get him free in space more often. This is a plausible reason as to why Tobias registered more pull-up points as a Clipper than he did as a Sixer and posted higher field goal percentages in LA. Tobias's lack of role definition and not knowing where his shots are coming from led to more ball handling responsibilities and decision making. This can be exemplified by a number of things. In Philadelphia, he took 40 more shots after 7+ dribbles than he did in LA. He took 78 more shots in Philadelphia with a touch time of 6+ seconds than he did as a Clipper. And finally, he took over 40 more shots with a 7 to 4 second shot clock as a Sixer than a Clipper, and 40 more shots with 4 to 0 seconds on the shot clock. In other words, he wasn't stationed in good positions and second-guessed his shot because of it. He often took too many extra dribbles. And because he couldn't get to his spots comfortably, he had to rush shots very late on the shot clock. This indecisiveness and extra dribbling is something that Doc Rivers acknowledged and wants to help fix. And with a solidified role under Doc Rivers and an increase of screens, there's no doubt in my mind that Tobias can maintain high production, this time on efficiency similar to his time in LA. Alright man, that does it for me. I appreciate all of the support I've gotten over the past month. With Hoops on the way, I'm going to continue to put content out, so make sure to tune in. I'll see you guys when I see you. And remember, as always, yeah, we're in HD now. Stay solid, baby. Stay solid, baby.